Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Alright, this is Pete. We're back the next morning, which is Sunday. We're working on our coffin. Wow, right? Whoopie fucking do. But, you know, there's people out there that want to make a coffin. There's people out there that are very interested in coffins, and that's what my friend Pete does. He tries to get everybody interested in doing something in life and being somebody. And, you know, it's an interesting world out there. There's a lot of people with a lot of different aspects of life. If I talk to Joe, okay, his thoughts of life are going to be different than Bob's thoughts of life, okay? And Bob's thoughts of life is going to be different than Mary's. And Mary's is going to be different than the prostitute standing on the corner or the fucking drug addict living in a fucking box, okay? Or the homeless guy that wishes he was at home, that he had a home to call home, that he had anything to call his own. But, okay, that's the situation we have here. That's the problems we have in life is chaos. It's chaos. It's fucking chaos that will never be controlled because everybody has their own thoughts. Is that good or bad? Okay? In a way it's good, in a way it's bad. In a way it's good because that's how people learn. Okay? And that's what my friend Pete's here for you to learn. This might be a coffin that I'm building. This might be, you know, something that you're looking at going, what the fuck? Okay? What the fuck is going on building a coffin? Okay, so what? All right? What if I was building a square box? Okay? What if I was building a fucking wooden block set? I don't, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm doing something, and that's all that counts. Okay? It's the learning experience, it's the fucking, it's the ability, okay, to get out there and do something and do it on your own and say, you know what, I did that, okay? You know what, that guy's going to be driving his car, but it's my coffin that's in his car, okay? It's got my signature on it, it's my name, it'll be there forever until it hits the scrap iron yard. Okay? I don't know. But anyway, you know, that's just life. That's part of life. Life is there. Life is a big fucking word. Life is the main word that goes around and comes around and smacks you in the face until it fucking hurts. Got one of my coffin frames here. Okay, you've already seen that. And that's called a toe pincher coffin. Now, before I go any further, I got my other one sitting over there. I'm being very careful with this because it's welded together, but I don't want to bend and twist it. Because that's actually the bottom box, part of the box, and the other one is the top part of the box. What I got to do is I got to make my lid for that. Now, what I got to do is the lid is actually going to be a ½ an inch wider all the way around, so it'll have a lip on it. Do you see what I'm saying? Let me get my instructions here because we want to make sure on this. Okay, I'm looking at my, there you go, right there, that's the instructions. Okay, and I'm reading my instructions and it says 18 inches, 14 and a half. Okay, at the top here it says lip boards will need to be cut straight, glued, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Box is 1/2 inch smaller all the way around. Okay, we're using ½ inch square tubing. So if I go on the outside rim of that and measure that, then I think we're going to be where we want to be. Always wear your safety glasses. That's very important. Okay, this is kind of like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Okay. You know, you change your outfit every time you walk in the door. I'm going to tell you again, this is ½ inch steel that we're working with, ½ inch square tubing. Okay, so that means it's ½ inch all the way around. And if the instructions tell me that it needs to be 1/2 inch all the way around, then that means if I take my metal and I measure and I lay it down 1/2 inch all the way around and mark it off and cut it, it should be 1/2 inch all the way around. That would be the easiest way for me to do it, because we went by the measurements, okay, but we didn't use the precise cuts. Because what the situation is in the instructions, it says that you need 45 angle cuts, 45 degree angle cuts, and 15 angle cuts. And if you did all that, then it would fit perfectly together. But we didn't do that. We eyeballed it out. We did the crisscross measurement to make sure it was all square, and we welded it together, and we used straight cuts. So it might be just a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller, we don't know, but it's not going to be enough to fucking even notice. Yeah, I want it just a little bigger all the way around. So we'll go ahead and push this out a hair. Okay, when I say a hair, okay, I'm talking just enough where it's all squared up and all the way around. Okay, then I'm going to take my chalk. This is a special chalk, okay? This is a special chalk that you buy. You can get it at a welding store, and it's for metal. Okay? So then I'm going to mark that off, and I'm going to put one here. Okay? And then I'm going to put one right here, so then we know, see? Okay. So now that that's done, all right, why the fuck do I need to even put one on there? Answer that for yourself, see? I'm going to come up here on my chop saw. I'm going to line my blade on the inside of that line, see? That's where I want it. And then I'm going to chop it off. So now we got this one where it's exactly where we want it. And then what I'll do is I'll go around and do the same thing all the way around, because that's going to be our top, and then it'll be 1/2 inch bigger, see? Do you get the idea here? Do you get the situation? Let me ask you this. Do you get the moral of this story? That's the real fucking question. Okay? And if you do, I'd like people to leave comments out there, because I'm going to be really honest with you. Okay? My friend Pete is getting kind of tired of making videos. Yeah, you heard it, you heard it. My friend Pete is thinking about quitting making videos, because my friend Pete has put the message out there in the world with enough videos that I think people out there can learn, okay, what my friend Pete is trying to teach you. Okay, I'm going to give you a little hint. It's really not about the fucking coffin. It's really not. Okay. And now, we got one box, if you look, inside the other that fits perfect. See what I'm saying? I still got to come back. I'm going to grind all the edges down. But now that we're done with that outside box there, I mean the floor box, or whatever the fuck you call it, okay, the bottom. And I still got to come back and do a little welding on those. But now, we're still not done. We're still not done. We got to actually make another box just like this, but we got to make it 2 inches smaller. So what I'm going to do, because this is actually the top, see, this is the top of the box. That's the lid. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually make it where it has a bevel, and then you see what I'm saying? So it'll look like that. Okay. Excuse me. The owner requested that he wanted some angles put in a stair step. There's no way I could possibly do that here. I probably could, but it wouldn't even come out right. I don't have brakes. I don't have bands. I mean, I'm limited to what I can actually do, okay? And, I mean, it's just a situation that, you know, you can only do so fucking much. And then you gotta let the other guy do it. But, so now that we got our lid, what I gotta do is I gotta actually make another box that's 2 inches smaller, see? All the way around. What I did, I went ahead and traced the inside of my coffin lid out. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna measure in 2 inches, and then I'll make some lines, and then I'll make it. Plain and simple. Pretty much cut and dry. Pretty much, that's the fucking way it goes. 2 inches here, see? Okay. So that's going to give me my precise measurements of what I got to cut for the other piece of our lid. See? That's going to do it right there. So what I'll do is I'll repeat the process. And I'll make the inside of my lid, because it's going to be a raised lid and then it'll have a beveled lip like that. Okay, so it'll be raised up. And we'll have to raise it. It should be about anywhere from 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches, somewhere in that variance. Okay, we aren't going to get very precise with it, but it'll look like a coffin. So what I'll do is I'll cut the inside of that line out that I just drew on the floor. I'll make the same thing, and when we come back, we start putting our coffin together. I'll go ahead and weld all those up secure so they're nice and tight, and our coffin won't fall apart. And we should be on our way to finishing this bastard out. There you go.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.